Okay. We are going to talk about our letter this week. And I'm going to show you. Oh.
Q. We saw it.
You saw it on this side?
Yeah. Q.
Q. You were right. Everybody say Q.
Q.
Very good. I need you to, okay, we're going to put this up here. And we're going to talk about, first of all, what do you see in that picture?
Queen.
What do you see, Terrell?
Queen.
A queen. Very good. And we know that queen starts with what letter?
Just like cool.
What letter? What letter?
Q.
Q. And now what sound? Okay, very good. The first thing we're going to do is talk about how to write a Q, right? So we have what it looks like up here on the poster, but we're also going to talk about what it looks like on our lines, okay? So I'm going to draw my magic lines.
What do you think like the this?
Oh, if you have something to say, you can raise your hand. All right, so I'm going to draw, first thing, I'm going to draw a capital Q, okay? So for a capital Q, what does it kind of look like? Raise your hand if you think you know what it kind of looks like, Gage. It kind of looks like an O, except it has this little stick in it too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we know how to write an O. It's kind of like a zero or a circle. We can do that. We've done that all year long. So the first thing I'm going to do is start at the top, and I'm going to make an O or a circle. All right? Start at the top, all the way to the bottom, come back up to the top. Easy, right? Terrell, I need you to put your hand down and just listen and watch. Okay? Why don't you scoot back one? Thank you. Okay, now what you're going to do with your little slash or your little stick is you're going to kind of start inside of the circle and go out, and you're going to touch the bottom line. Okay, now watch me do the whole thing. Easy, right? You can do that. All right, now the lowercase q is a little tricky. It's a little tricky because there's two different ways to write it, okay? All right, listen, it kind of looks like a lowercase g, doesn't it? You're right. That's why you have to be very, very ever so careful when you write a lowercase q, because you don't want people to think that it's a g, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing we do, just like with a g and a q, we're going to make the circle. And we're going to start at the middle. Okay, so I'm going to make a little circle in the middle. And then I got to make my stick. Now, for a G, my stick would start here and go this way. But a Q is going to come down and go that way. Like that. Now, sometimes people make a Q like this, the circle, and then they just go straight down. And that's okay too, okay? Ours on our poster looks like a little loop, so you can do it that way, or you can go straight down. But listen, if you go straight down, you have to be very, very careful to not make it look like a G, because one wrong move and it all of a sudden looks like a G. So you have to be careful. Okay, I want you to quickly stand and like a little quiet mouse walk to your table, and we're going to trace Q's with our fingers. So you don't need to get your pencil out yet, because you don't need to write your name yet. You're just going to use your finger like we normally do. And I just want you to trace the capital Q and the lowercase q with your finger. Okay? Now you need to be looking with your eyes. Okay, just tracing with your finger. Try to get used to that. Now, Eli, that's not how you trace. Taking your time, trace it out with your finger. Get the feel of what it feels like to write a capital Q and a lowercase q. Okay. Let's lift our heads up, push our chairs in, Molly. We'll lay down. Write your name at the top, nice and neat, and then I want you to trace the capital Q and the lowercase q. Put your name first. actually hitting all those dotted lines when we trace our cue. Chloe H, move on to the cues, please. Is there something we can fix about this trace? You gotta take your time, Terrell.
Queen.
I want you to trace that first cue again, that first capital Q. Put your pencils up, leave your paper where it is, and just kind of push your paper up. And pink table comes back to the carpet. Yellow table come back to the carpet. And white table. Thank you. Looking for first graders. Very good. Okay. All right, we're going to read this poem together. I'm going to read it first to you. And it's kind of like a song, actually. After I read it, you're going to read it with me. Okay, so you just listen right now. Shh. You're just going to listen right now. Okay? You might recognize the song when I sing it. Maybe not the words, but the sound of the song. Okay? Do you need to go sit down in your seat? Okay. Okay, ready? The queen is taking a walk. The queen is taking a walk. Everybody get in line. The queen is taking a walk. The queen is taking a nap. The queen is taking a nap. Everybody be quiet. The queen is taking a nap. The queen is brushing her hair. The queen is brushing her hair. Everybody say, quite nice. The queen is brushing her hair. All right, now what I want you to do is I'm going to ask certain people to come up and put a Post-it under all of the words that start with, what letter do you think?
K.
K. Q. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. I need Terrell. Come on up, and I want you to put a Post-it under any of the words that start with Q. Just one word. You got to pick one. Okay. Oh, right under it, because we still want to read it. Okay. So can you put it right under it? Very good. Okay. He picked one of the words, queen. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pick sticks. Blake, come on up. Pick a word. Pick one of the words that start with a Q. Good job. Very good. Owen. Molly, good job. We're starting to stick together. Another one. Okay, good job. There are a lot of queens. Chloe J. Okay, good job. Stone. Has to start with a Q. No, not right now. No. We don't stand up in the middle of lessons. We raise our hand if we have a question, and it's not time to fix shoes right now. Good job. That side maybe. All right, Keegan. Blake, please stop playing with your shoe. We'll get it fixed in a little bit. You need to be sitting crisscross with your hands in your lap. Good job, Chloe H. There's lots of queens in this little song, isn't there?
Yeah, most of us call the queen.
Emily. Craig. got one there. Who thinks they can help Craig? Max? You show him. Oh, you found it. All right, good job. Gage. If you can find one. Do you see one already? All right, I gotta get my sticky thing. I think there's just one more. Maybe at the
top.
Oh, he sees it. Bingo. There it is. Good job. Okay. All right. I want to know, what do you notice about all these words? Now, a lot of these words is the same word, queen. But some of them are different. This word is quiet. This word is quite. This word is queen. What do you notice about these words that's the same?
Queen.
We know they all start with what? Q. But what else do they start with? It's a Q and what, Owen? Oh, you didn't raise your hand. Owen? Yeah, a Q and a U. Do you see the Q and U here?
Yes.
Do you see a Q and U here? Now, Owen, you said I. Queen doesn't have an I with it. Just this word and this word. But all of them have a Q and a U, right? If we're going to write a word or build a word using Q, guess what letter always has to be with it? What letter has to be with it?
Uppercase Q. U.
I have a Q.
U.
U. U has to be with a Q to build words. Now, is there any other letter in the alphabet like that? No. There's not any other letter that has to have another letter with it to build words. Q is a very, very special letter, isn't it? Very special. Q has to have U to build words. She can't build words without U. Okay? The word queen has a Q and a U. The word quiet has a Q and a U. The word quite has a Q and a
U.
Every time you build words with Q, you have to have a U. How cool is that? That's pretty cool, right? They need each other. They need each other, don't they?
Just like best friends.
Exactly, they're just like best friends. All right, we're going to watch a quick video about Q and U, and then intervention people will go to intervention, okay? Owen, do you have a question?
C and K are friends. C and K?
No, yeah, C and K are friends, but they don't always have to be together. But Q and U always have to be together. Blake, will you go turn our first two lights off for us, please? Madison, do you have a question? Madison, raise your hand.
Q and U is a very, very special and it's a nice cool one.
They are, Q and U together are very special, yes. All right, we're going to watch one of our Q songs. And it's going to talk about Q and U being together.
You see a Q and it's next to a U. It sounds like quack, as in quack, quack and quail. Quack, 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 quiver, and quack, 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 quiz. But a quality letter, this letter Q is. Q is for quake. When something starts quaking, there'll be lots of rumbling and rattling and shaking. Q is for quilt, a warm, cozy spread. Just like a blanket, it goes on your bed. Q is for questions, things you want to know. Like, what is a quince? Where does a quince grow? Q is for quick. Quick means to be fast. If you run very quickly, you won't come in last. Won't come in last. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly do. This is a song that is all about Q. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly dee. Q is the letter that comes after P. Q is for Queen. The Queen's name is Alice. She lives with King Quincy in quite a nice palace. Shh, try to whisper. The Queen is asleep. Q is for quiet, so don't make a peep. Q is for quartet. That means there are four. And Q is for quintet. Just add one more. A set of four singers is called a quartet. Quite right. A quintet means that there are five in the set. Five in the set. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly do. This is a song about Q. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly dee. Q is the letter that comes after P.
Okay, we're gonna stop right there. So Q and U together make what sound?
Qua.
Qua. Q needs the U to make that qua sound. Okay. I want everyone to say the qua sound. Very good. All right. So, what letter are we talking about this week? Q. What have we learned about Q? Who can tell me what we've learned that's really special about Q? Christian?
It have to have another letter aside it to build letters.
Exactly. And what does it usually always have to have with it, Owen?
U.
U. It has to have a U with it to build words. Who thinks they can think of a word that starts with a qua sound? With a Q and a U, starts with that qua sound. Madison?
Queen.
Queen. Just like our picture. Just like our picture. Queen.
Oh.
Q-U-E-E-N. Let's see, who else thinks they know? Gage?
White.
Quite. Like, quite nice. Just like in our song.
Quiet.
Oh, you said quiet? Okay, like, be quiet. Very good. Q-U-I-E-T. Who thinks they have one? Keegan?
Cupid.
Okay. Now, that's a tricky one because I do hear the Q sound, but we need to remember that a Q and a U together makes the qua sound. Okay? So it's not Cupid, it's Cupid, right? And Cupid is spelled C-U-P-I-D. We need words that make the qua sound, okay? Like queen, quiet. Okay, it's very tricky, Craig?
Quick.
Ooh, quick, quick. Very good. Blake?
Collapse.
Like clap.
No, collapse. Like an avalanche. Collapse.
Okay, collapse. That's the word collapse.
Collapse.
That's the word collapse. You have to get your L sound. Collapse. Okay, that's with the C. C-L. Okay?
But it has the collapse.
But it's actually pronounced collapse. It's not pronounced collapse. Okay, Max?
Quilt.
Quilt. Like a big blanket that you warm up with. That can be called a quilt. Very good. Blake, why don't you come up over here to the tray and find something that starts with the qu sound. I think you'll be able to find something over here. Who has not given me one? Molly, I need you to sound your bottom. Quite, just like in our song. Quite nice. Very good. Who thinks they have another one? Terrell? What? Okay, I do hear the qu sound, but that's a nonsense word. That's not a real word. Okay? Blake, did you find one?
Nickel.
Oh, it's not a nickel. It's a
Coin.
something else. This is what Blake saw. Who thinks I know what this is? It starts with a
Quarter.
quarter. Quarter.
It's a real quarter.
It's a real quarter. Okay. Who thinks they have another word? Okay, you got to pick one. Owen?
King.
Oh, king starts with what?
C.
It makes a k sound. K-I.
K.
Yeah, it's K-I. We got to be careful with the k sound. We want to make the qu sound. Eli?
White.
Oh, we just got that on there. Okay. Chloe J, go ahead and go look at the tray and see if you can find something. Keegan?
Cute.
Okay, cute is just like Cupid. How did Cupid start? Look on the board. How did that start? C. Yeah. Yep. Did you find something? What'd you find?
Question.
what do ducks do?
Quack.
They quack. Very good.
I need to go what to do.
Quack like a duck.
Quack, 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 quack.
Remember when?
Christian? Can you think of one? Why don't you come up to the try and see if you can find one? Owen? I don't know if there's any left up here that we haven't already said. Okay, we did say quiet. Does anyone know? I think this is the only one left that we haven't said. Does anyone know what kind of bird this is? It starts with the qua. It starts with the qua sound. Do you think you know? It's a very weird bird. It's not very normal. Blake, I need you to sit crisscross and we'll take care of those in a little bit. Okay. A quilt is a blanket. This bird is called, this is a quilt. This bird is called a quail. Quail. Everyone say quail. It is spelled what? Q-U-A-I-L. Quail.
I was going to say
These are some great Q words. Very good. I need you to stand up and walk quietly to your seats. All right. In front of you, you have a paper that looks just like the one on my board, doesn't it? And it's called a web, and we do webs all the time together. This is called a QU web. Do you see the Q and U in the middle?
yes.
Point to it for me. Now that Q, remember how we talked about some lowercase q's go straight down, and some have the little curve? Well, this one just goes straight down. So we still know that it's a Q, okay? We're going to build some Q words. So the first thing I want you to do is get your letters out of your baggie and don't lose them. Be very careful. Go ahead and get it. And you're going to be building right in front of yourself. So push your paper up maybe just a little bit. Push your paper up so you have your letters right in front of you. And we're going to build the word queen. Queen. So what two letters are we going to start with? Keegan? Q and U. So I need you to find your Q and U. You should go ahead and get your letters out and try to find your Q and your U. And then I want you to see if you can build the word queen by yourself. Just do it right in front of you. Sound it out. We know it starts with qu, so you have that part. What comes next, do you think?
E.
Just build it. Just build it. Don't say it out loud right now. I want everyone to have a chance to use their brains. So we're just building. Now, Molly, what did we just say was the qu sound? Oh, do you have it down there? Okay. All right, I thought you were building something else. Okay, I see some good answers. I see a good start to some of them. Queen. Queen. Now this word is tricky, and I wanted to see who knew and who didn't know about having two E's in the middle. This word is spelled like, oh, and why don't you go ahead and spell it for us? Spell it out loud for us.
Q-U-E-E-S.
Very good, very good. I see some of you have that. Q-U, make the qu sound. And then this word is tricky because it has two E's. Queen. And it ends with what, class? An N. So I want you to leave that in front of you. Q-U-E-E-N. And I want you to get your pencil, and in the first circle, we're going to write that word that we just built. Okay, Eli? So in that circle, you're going to write. Okay, so push them down a little bit so you have some room to write. You're going to write Q-U-E-E-N. Queen. You just built it. Now you're going to write what you just built.
Hey, that's in the first.
Q-U. Now, Craig, make sure you have all the letters. Q. What have you forgotten? Queen. We're going to build the word quit. Quit. So we know it's going to start with what two letters?
U and Q.
U and U. So listen to this word and its parts. Listen. It. So I want you to build it. Listen to those sounds. It. So Blake, what's it going to start with? What? And what two letters make that sound? What are we learning about today?
No, we can't do it. You don't do it on the paper.
What is it called?
You didn't say why.
Q and okay. Q and U together make what sound? What? Okay. So we need to build a Q, U. Now, what makes that sound? Good. And quit. What makes that sound? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you think you have your word. Don't start writing it yet. Okay. All right, let's spell that word together. Uh-oh, I don't have my finger yet. Okay. Let's spell quit together. Ready, go. Q, U, I, T. Quit. Now you can write that word. You can write that word in the next circle.
I did it. You're done.
Okay, Mr. C is at the wedding. Colton Adkins. Okay, Miss M is here. Molly Connell. Miss J is here. Chloe Jordan. Mr. S is here. Stone Jude. Why are we here today at the wedding of Q and U? Who can tell me? Let's see. Colton, why are we here today?
Because we're talking about Q and U.
We're talking about Q and U. Why else would they have a wedding? Molly?